Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go through and take a look at the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console as of June 15th, 2023. As always, chapters are listed down below for those of you that want to skip ahead to a specific news topic. The first bit of news for today is that there is a lifetime subscription sale starting up tomorrow, June 16th. And like many of the prior lifetime sales we've had in the past couple of years, there is going to be two phases to this sale. We're going to have a 50% sale that is going to be running from June 16th through the 19th. And then the second phase will be running from June 19th up through July 20th and will be 33% off on the lifetime subscription. Now, there's often questions about whether or not the lifetime sub is still worth it. And I think some of the factors you have to take into account are what platform are you on and how long are you intending to play the game. If you're someone that's only intending to play the game for just a couple months as you go through the storyline and then you're going to move on to another game and probably never touch this one again, then the lifetime doesn't really make sense. You'd probably be better off going into the C store, and if you really wanted to dump, $100 into the game, you'd probably be better off buying a bundle that has some ships in it that you want to fly to go through the content that you're wanting to play. I think that would be a more immediate return, whereas the lifetime is more of a long-term thing. So if you're a long-term player, then it's probably something to consider. But the other factor is what platform are you on? The lifetime on PC is better than the version that console has, and that is why there's a price difference between them. If you're on console, the base cost of the lifetime sub is 25,000 Zen or $250, and if you're on PC, the lifetime sub has a base cost of 300. So during the initial 50% sale, the lifetime on PC will be $150, and on console it'll be $125. The reason that the console version is cheaper is because the console version does not get the monthly Zen stipend that the PC lifetime subscription has. And that's one of the main perks of the lifetime for a lot of people, is that this 500 Zen stipend is $5 worth of Zen that you get each month on the date of the month that you had bought the lifetime on. So if you bought it on the 16th, then every month around the 16th, you should get 500 Zen added to your account on PC. The nice benefit of that is that that means that over time, your lifetime sub can pay itself off. And if you're on console, you just do not have that because due to legal reasons, they weren't able to offer that. So one of the main perks for lifetime is only available on PC, and that is very much going to have an impact on the value of the lifetime for you. Now, the lifetime does offer a ton of other things. There's a full list over on the wiki, which I'll have linked down below. You've got some unique species and bridge officers, some unique costume pieces. There's a couple of lifetime ships. None of them are really that important meta-wise, but they can be fun to mess around with. But the main important thing of the lifetime outside of the stipend to me is the increases that it allows for various slots and boost for your account. A lifetime account is able to have more character slots, more costume slots, more ship and dry dock slots, more inventory space, more bank space than a non-lifetime account. And if you have a ton of characters and you're really wanting to expand your inventory, this inventory increase and the other unlocks here can make this a good purchase for you. If you have a ton of characters, you're going to be benefiting from these extra slots on. If you're just someone that plays on a single character, it probably doesn't matter as much for you, but that 72 extra inventory slots and the 144 extra bank slots per character really adds up if you're looking to store a lot of items. You also get some extra account bank slots, and this increases the maximum possible slots that you can have versus a non-lifetime account. So that's a very big incentive to go for the lifetime. There are other things. There's some accolades titles. You get access to the captain's table map, which is very outdated at this point, needs a revamp. It hasn't been worked on in like a decade. So there are a couple nice perks in here, but again, that main one is the Zen stipend. So how long you play the game and what platform you play on is going to be the biggest factor as to whether or not this is worth it for you. If you're a PC player and you intend to play the game for a long time, I think it's worth it. But if you're a console player or someone, just playing the game for 6 months, probably better ways to spend your money than the lifetime. For those of you over on console, there is a double XP weekend that started today and will be running through the 19th. So if you have any characters you need to level up or you need to grind spec points, now would be a good time to do so. And for those of you on console, there is also a key, Lobi, and Start Your Adventure sale currently active. This started on Tuesday the 13th and will be running through the 19th. This is 15% off keys in the C store, along with a return of the 20 Master Keyring bundle. Then there's a 20% Lobi sale. That will also affect the new Lobi items they just put in on console. And the last sale is the Start Your Adventure sale, which is 25% off everything in the services, uniforms, personnel, and starter pack tabs of the C store. That's a pretty good sale, especially on slots and services. So if you've been waiting to pick up inventory space, duty officer slots, things like that, this is a very good sale to take advantage of. And if you have anything else you want from the other categories, these things don't usually have a better discount. So do take advantage if that interests you. And for those of us on PC, there is also a new giveaway from Steelseries. This is for a Nakul Armament pack, which contains an Elite Services pack and a Plasma Wave console that will be account bound. So it's your standard giveaway. The downside is that these Steelseries ones do require that you download their GG app. I'll include a link to that in the description down below if you want to go through and download it. And once you get the code from their app, you can redeem it on the ARC website like any other code. So if you're interested, links will be down below for that. And today we had a patch on PC that had a couple different changes in it. The first one is that they have changed which Elite TFOs drop which advanced R&D console fragments. The wiki has already been updated to show which queues now drop which components. And the big thing here is that the Hangar Pet engineering console is now a bit more accessible. Prior to this update, you can only get it get the fragments by playing Vault Ensnared, Herald Sphere, or Best Served Cold. And with this update, they have moved it over to the same queues that have Argonite gas. So if you do Elite, Borg Disconnected, Counterpoint, Gateway to Grethor, or Vicious Cycle, you'll have a chance to get the fragments for that console from the Elite versions of those queues. There were a couple other changes here, but the science consoles, I don't think too many people are going to care about anytime soon. So the engineering consoles are the big ones, and both of them should be a bit more accessible with these changes. If you don't want to pay to open a ton of R&D packs, or if you don't want to go and buy the parts off the exchange. The second thing here is that Trauma Response has had another patch here to try and resolve the issue where you could give a shield heal to yourself and it would give you shield pen. So that has hopefully been fixed. I don't know if it actually has, but they've tried fixing this a couple times now, and hopefully this finally resolves the issues with it. The Thunder Run trait off of the Titan was giving Cat 1 damage instead of Cat 2. That has now been fixed. They fixed the Advanced Science Energy Field Gradient Projector to make it so it actually applies a shield drain. And then the last set of patches here is for the Constitution 3, the Titan. And Thomas had tweeted about this the other day, about how it was behind the scenes, things were a little hectic and they didn't have time to get everything done ahead of time. So he has went through and made a new material for the Constitution 3 to make it look a bit more screen accurate. And this is now available for you to use right now with this patch if you have the Constitution 3. In addition, The new Constitution 3 and Odyssey materials will also work on the Excelsior 2 and the sagging command cruiser. So I'll go and show you those, or what that material looks like now. If you have the Titan, you can just go down to the shipyard, go to the tailor, and you'll see the Constitution 3 template here that has the new Constitution 3 material. So before this update, you had to use the sagging material. And now after the update, the Constitution 3 material is available to make it look a bit more screen accurate. So if you were hoping to make your ship look more like what you saw on screen, you can now do so. And again, thank you to Thomas for putting in the work to do that. And I think that's it for the patch notes here. So the last thing to mention today is that Embracer, the company that bought Cryptic Studios about a year and a half ago, has just announced that they are going to be cutting some jobs and potentially closing some studios. And there were some people wondering how this would impact Cryptic, and I just don't see it really having much of an impact. You know, just a couple months ago, there was a news article put out showing that STO and Neverwinter were really good on the revenue side for Cryptic and Embracer. So I don't see them doing anything when Neverwinter and STO are boosting the back catalog of products they have so much. So I don't think this will have much impact for Cryptic. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully nobody loses their job or anything. If anything, hopefully this gets Embracer to invest more in these back catalog items that are bringing in them a nice bit of revenue. So just wanted to mention that because people have brought that up. But I think that is it for today. So again, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. I do have some more videos incoming to go over the new consoles, and I have had a lot of people asking about my event campaign recommendations for this year, so I do want to get that video out here in the next couple of days. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all around.